streaming software, so this is going to be an update as well. As this took very long, so I decided to speed it up. I decided to speed up the build so you don't have to wait for hours. So this is quite a long build. All the decorations, it is quite long. So get your popcorn, get ready, let's do this. Okay, so for the foyer, last time we finished the kitchen, the dining room, and the office. So for the foyer, I decided to put a fireplace in, just to a warm welcome. Decorate the fireplace, make it cozy, homey, add some fireplace tools and wood and stuff to make it feel like it's meant to be there, make it feel like it's being used. Added some pictures in, family photos, welcome everyone. You like when people come in, they already see what's going on and who's there, who lives in the house. I also try to add plants in every room or every section of the house. So as you would see along the whole build, well, the furnishing part of the build, you would see I'm adding a lot of plants in, like now. I love adding sections of plants in where it's like multiple pots and plants, just to keep have it like green space. As you saw in the last stream, there was a section full of plants next to one of the office windows. So I'm doing something like that. I also added another picture frame in above the fireplace. That will be the family portrait that automatically adapts to your household. So if your household has, let's say, a dog and a cat and then just one character, it will automatically add those household family members in your family members that is currently in your household. So if you have other family members in your household that is not in your specific gameplay household, then they will not show, but the ones that you can play with now will be shown there. Which you can change the poses and stuff. So I'm finished talking about that now. On to the next section. I'm just finishing up adding a bookcase here. Decorating it with a bunch of stuff. Also an urn, which I didn't know an urn. The urn is just really pretty. Let's just not see it as an urn, maybe just like a horse treat bowl with a bunch of treats in, not a dead horse. Yes, so I just decorated that area. The decorations did take a while, but it's worth it. It is always worth it decorating your builds. Don't forget that, guys. Now, leading to the interior choices. Like I said last time, I kept most of the house bricks as well as just the plastered texture, as you would see in the. So it was quite hard finding wooden items that match, still with the ranch theme, but that does not clash or merge too much into the background of the bricks and the wood. So the wood floor. Sorry, there. I pressed the wrong button. I'm testing out a new keyboard as well. So here I just filled up a bit of space, added some color in that will also complement the plastered walls. Yeah, I tried out some curtains, and it just felt like it's closing up the space. It's just overpowering. It's not very inviting. It feels like you're hiding something. So I removed that. Yeah, as you can see, I still continued there. Where I left it. I also lowered in the previous stream. I lowered the floor here one platform to give it a bit of layers, the building and section of the building. Here I tried to go for a bit of a modern twist to the living room. It is a ranch. Or a ranch. It is a ranch, but it is not. It does not have to be old. It does not really mean it's outdated. So I still try to keep that modern twist to it, that modern update of the furnishings, as well as overall just the place where the furniture is placed. So, this is just the living room. This is not a TV room, so it's for guests to come and visit, come and chat, not be bothered by the kids, and just hang out, drink coffee or tea, and then just relax, reading a book maybe. The bookcase is quite close, as you saw in the previous section there. Here I also tried to add a fireplace which ended up not working. It just was, the fireplaces was too big or just did not work well. So I instead went for a little, I don't know what table this is. I don't know. I'm gonna call it like a wall table. I don't know what this is called. I usually do. Sorry. It was somewhat struggle to fill up this space, as I don't want the space to feel empty, because as well as undone, especially with the furniture, the couches and the chairs being so bland colored. It is very cream colored. It is not very vibrant colors. So I tried to add some color into this living room without making it feel like it's in your face. And now here I actually did a trick with the carpet. It was quite hard to find a carpet that worked. Yes. I don't know what happened there. My video is very janky. But yes, so this is also, I updated this. I finished those places. But the living room is basically done. That other hallway is just, I filled up the space there, finished it. I forgot to record. I paused the recording and then I forgot to play. Sorry for that, guys. Leading up to the TV room now, this is where the kids would mainly hang out and just have fun. Basically the activities room. There's not a lot of activities in this room, even though I call it an activity room. There is a chess set or chess table, as you will see later on in the video, just for your Sims to build up their logic skills. I tried to add an activity or a skill item in every room. It was not easy in all of the spaces, but I tried to give your Sim a reason to go into that room in order for the place to feel more like it's being used, as well as like you have a reason to go to that room. Unlike some, like the walk-in closets, the only reason why you would go to that room is maybe to give yourself a pep talk in the mirror, practice acting, or change your clothes. So there's not a lot, but you can still do something in that space. Here I just worked with the chairs and the couches. It was somewhat hard because I didn't want to make it feel, again, too similar, too uniform, blended in. That, like I said earlier, I also used the I don't know what TV that, from what pack that is, but it looks like a painting when it's off, and it's when you turn it on, it's actually a TV. It just felt a bit more clean, and like the TV is out of sight, out of mind. It looks like a painting. So like I said, so it just felt a bit more like it could be a living room as well instead of a TV room, if you don't want to use it as a TV room. I also really struggled with the carpet because some of them were just very overpowering and some were just underwhelming. I ended up going with this one just because it was the best choice. I really like the patterns that it had as well. I love going with a bit of a more, I don't want to say woven patterns, but somewhat like tapestry patterns. That's it. Like you saw in the staircase, I actually used the tapestry there as well. Here I also tried again to add more plants. Did not I only added 2 plants, I think, as well as try to add more just to make the room feel lived in. That's my goal usually for my builds, to make it feel lived in and not like it's like the house is sold, like you just bought the house, you bought the house furnished. I want to build a house, a home, not a house. So that's my goal for this. It was somewhat a struggle to add in paintings, as the top windows were somewhat a pain, like a really big pain to me. So I went no paintings as far as I can remember. I also added a dartboard in that now that I see. Sorry for that, I forgot. So it is a bit more of an activity room. The chess table, the chess table I think was a great touch. Chess does bring your Sims logical skills up really well and really fast, and it is quite I don't want to say fun, but it is in a sense fun to beat opponents in chess. Going on with this space, I tried to work with this window, maybe get like a section there, but I ended up leaving that alone, as the dartboard would be, you see that little black stripe there on the floor, that is where people would stand, so I just kept it as is, the window. And I think just having an open space there, an open hallway, is also just as good of a choice. I ended up adding a light in there as well, in that TV room, to make it also feel like, add the warm colors in, the warm bright tones. Yes, sorry for my yes, I'm a bit overwhelmed with this build. It was very chaotic as well as very big, but that's my fault for choosing the biggest lot ever on Sims. But let's continue. So I added a plant in here as well. I just love a plant in a hallway. It just feels like it's a bit more welcoming. Some hallways does feel more scary if they're empty, especially if you have watched the horror movie Lights Out. If you haven't, don't watch it. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to go in an empty long hallway. So I tried to make the hallways feel very welcoming, and make it also feel bright. That's why I love also adding windows in hallways, so that it doesn't feel dark as well. With the bathrooms, I kept it quite simple and similar. With the two bottom bathrooms, the floors and the walls were very similar. This bathroom is for your guests and for, let's say, everyday use. If you quickly want to go to the bathroom, you from the ranch, you can. This is the bathroom. If you quickly want to go into the bathroom from the pool, the backyard, it is also just a few steps away, as the back door is just next to you, just outside the bathroom door. And there's also a door leading to the backyard from the kitchen, which I think was a great touch to add in there, just because it just made more sense. I tried to keep the toilets. I love the wooden seats for farms and ranches. Ranches, I don't know how to pronounce it. But I tried to keep with the wooden seat. It just felt a bit more rustic, a bit more lived in. Again, wrong button there. Sorry for that. With a shower, I added a bathroom and a shower in, just for to fill up the space, not just fill up the space, but also give options for your sim. Who doesn't like a lot of options? So I added a synced-in shower by lowering that grid block one platform down, adding your shower in there, and also adding a semi-half wall in there, as a divider between the bathtub and the shower, just to make it feel a bit more private. Here I added a Jack and Jill bathroom as well, between the two kids' bedrooms, which for this bathroom I tried to be a bit more colorful, a bit more childlike, so that the children love their bathroom. This is a bathroom for a boy and a girl. The girl's bedroom would be on your left now, as well as the boy's bedroom would be on the right now. This is just one room per person, in this house except for the main bedroom. This is a 5-person house. If you have a married couple, there is a double bedroom, well, a double bed on there. Yes, and then adding to that, so with this area, I saw that with the bathroom, I saw that I added upper cabinets, let's say like toiletries or like extra towels, whatever it may be. Your sim, if that was possible, your sim could add the stuff there. I also added, I cluttered the bathroom slightly, not too much, but I cluttered it a bit to make it feel like, again, lived in, but also children lived. It's a children's bathroom. I also did the a trick that I saw on Karen and Connie's Sims channel, where they actually take a shower, a bathtub shower combo thing, and scoot it up with a few pixels into the wall, so you don't see the ugly wall and it's inside the wall, so it just feels a bit more clean, as well as like it feels like the bathtub fits in more with the space. Leading on to the girls' bedroom. Okay, the girls' bedroom and the boys' bedrooms, which I ended up later changing the boys' bedroom a bit, but this is currently me playing with wallpapers, paint, just seeing what works and what does not. Now, starting with the girls' bedroom, I went all out. Really very girlish, very colorful, very cold toned as well. Some warm tones, but mainly cold tones, pinks, purples, and blues as well. I also added the rainbow shelf. Who does not like the rainbow cloud shelf? If you don't, that's fine. And I worked a lot with diagonals. I added a lot of items on diagonals to make the room feel a bit more rounded, like the bookshelf as well. You would see the desk later on. I just added it on diagonals to make it feel a bit more rounded, curved, the room a bit more curved, even the room isn't curved. I also worked with wall decorations, paintings, added some, like it feels like, again, a child would love to live in this room. Any girl. But this is for toddlers, children's, might not be for toddlers. I don't think the bed is right. I haven't played gameplay of Sims in a hot minute, so cannot remember. That might not be that. I don't think that's a toddler bed. I also changed added another carpet in, a rug, that just feels a bit more colorful, inviting, with the butterflies on top. I just felt like it's the perfect choice. I added the unicorn teddy bear. Your toddler Sims and your children's Sims, they love it. They love talking to the bear, giving hugs. It's just their favorite thing, and it also brings up their social skills and I think their trust. I don't know, but I don't even know if there's a trust skill. I don't really play with children in Sims, as it is to me quite a challenge raising them to be actually not rebellious, as well as they end up looking sometimes very hideous if you have CC, and they grow up, so you have to do a full remake over on them, which is not always bad, but sometimes it's a bit annoying. I added the lunchbox in here just because I felt that it also gives that lived-in feel. I struggled to add in another skill activity item, so I ended up just adding adding a dresser in. It felt like it's the perfect choice it's a perfect option, and the rainbow, the heart eyes cloud mirror was also really a nice touch. I also added a mural in this space to make it feel like it's a bit more, the space is bigger, especially and it's and it was a quite good touch finding, or it was quite amazing finding a farm scenery, like ranch scenery. It was quite a nice touch with that. So I also filled up the desk or the dresser with a bunch of items, well, 2 items actually, to just also make it feel like the girl decorated her own room with her teddy bears, and just a bunch of items with her pink with her rainbow heart decorations, to make her room feel like her own. Here with the boys' room, I actually went with a more of a car scene. I actually saw this also on Karen and Connie's and tried to change it up a bit. It made it mine. If you have not seen Karen and Connie's stuff, please go look at it. It's amazing. Yes, so I actually made it like a parking lot, and later on, as you would see now, I actually added platforms in, like a sidewalk or something, so that it feels more like it's a road, and you'll imagine just having a toddler running in his room in the road as if he's like just running in the road as a car. I think that was a quite nice touch and addition to the bedroom, and it made it feel a bit more like it was made for the boy. I tried to work with the sidewalk the platform trims. I think it went really well. This area I actually added the dresser in here. The working with that one strip sidewalk there was quite hard, as you cannot do a lot of stuff add a lot of stuff in that area. You can, but not everything will be functional, as some items you do need extra space for it to work. Now I also decorated this space also with the same clock in a different color, as well as I added a car and also just a funky pop mirror, so the boy would also just know to take care of himself and pamper himself and make sure he looks good for the girls. Leading on to this little area, I made this the desk area where he can do his homework, just as I gave the girl a desk where she can do her homework. I gave them both areas. I did not add anything on the desks so that they can actually do their homework on it. If your sim might not use it, but instead they would maybe use the dining room, which my sims usually end up doing, using just the dining room table. I added a toy box in there to your left, as you saw, to make it feel a bit more, to give a bit more toy options for your toddlers, as the girls' room did not have that. So the girl can actually get access to a toy box and to toys. I also added a bookshelf in there to your left, as you saw, as well as this time I also added a crafting station. I think it's an art station or something, to promote creativity in your sims, as well as add that skill items in the rooms, as I said before, so that your sims do end up going there. If you don't play with them and just leave them AFK, that's fine. They can still gain their skills through items that is around the house. I tried to decorate this space as well, this wall, because it did feel very empty, so I tried to decorate it. I ended up also just settling with clouds. I thought just keep it very simple, not overdo it, as well as I also added the child length decal in. I don't like working with decals, but as you saw now, I worked in both rooms a lot with decals. This room I was quite hesitant on working because I didn't really know what to do, and then I decided on father only, the man cave in a sense. So not in my house, but in some houses I have heard of, there's that one room where nobody is allowed to go in except for the father and his possible business partners. So I went with that direction and did something in that way. This is a ranch, so I actually added the wine racks in there. Maybe the father wants to have a possible future wine partner and he can share his wine there. Well, in Sims it's called nectar again, like I said the last time. So share his let his possible business partners have a taste of the nectar, and as well as just maybe exchange nectars and stuff. I added a mirror as well as a bunch more. I went all out with with this. I call it the liquor wall. Added some mirrors in, back wall mirrors to make it feel a bit more like the space is bigger than it actually is, even though it is very tiny. As you can guess now, I also added one of our favorite friends, plants, in. Not now, you will see soon. I did add a plant. I think it was just one plant in this room, or maybe two. I added the wine keg. I think it's a keg. I added that in just as a nice touch. I think it was a quite good choice. Now, leading on to the area, as I said, I do want to add activity items in, and I think having some sort of playable item that is also for fun, I think that was a good choice. I struggled with the couch. I wanted to add a couch that feels like it's built in, but in the end I just moved it to just two chairs to make it feel a bit also more like an office space, not, even though it is very not an office space, but to make it feel slightly more like they would sit across each other, talk business with their wine glasses there on the side table. And I just changed it to a salt lamp, the salt stone lamp or something like that. I cannot remember. I don't know what that, salt crystal, salt stone, something salt. Just to add a bit more raggedy elements and a bit more textured elements, as the walls and the floors. Okay, the floor has a lot of texture, but the walls are very plain and simple. This wall I struggled a bit, so I just settled with a normal farm scene and a carpet as well. I tried to work with the carpet, but the carpet just felt like it's clashing with the floors, as well as some of the carpets, the colors were just not working for me. It was just too overpowering or too underwhelming, so I just settled with nothing. And that would be actually the last room in the lower floor of the house. So wow, finally done the lower floor. It took us 2 streams to finish this, but this is the last one. Next time we're going to do a nice a smaller build, but a fun one. I'm going to start working with challenges as well, building challenges. I've done it before, and it's very fun. This room would be the teenager's room. The backstory for this teenager that I have, all of the rooms and stuff I usually create a backstory unintentionally for rooms, for characters, for rooms. That's why some of these rooms are decorated very specifically. So this room is basically made for a teenager, girl or boy, does not really matter, but a teenager to young adult, loves farming, loves animals, just is the, let's call it, quote unquote, the perfect child. Loves going to school, does great in school, is maybe possibly already out of school, does not really matter now, but everything matters up to whoever uses the slot. So if you don't like the room, you can change it. I also tried to add an activity in, but I didn't think an easel would make sense in a room with a carpet, so I left the easel out and then made the ultimate sacrifice of adding a desk next to the side table, which I don't really like. I do feel that like the desk and the side table should be separate pieces, separate from each other, but I did not really have an option. As well as then I just changed the floor to make a bit more sense, to feel less carpety, which now I could have changed to an easel, but I also just left it to the computer. It just made more sense. Maybe the student is a designer as well, so I added a tablet in, and I did add a chair in. Then it just felt creepy. What if you're trying to sleep and then you just wake up with a family member sitting there staring at you? So I changed it. I just added a dresser in there. Added another dresser in there. We do have the dresser to your left now, or to the left side of the door, as well as now to the right side of the door. I also just added normal simple paintings that still fits with the ranch theme, so everything would work together. I did also try to incorporate not just paintings but also wall decorations. Wall decorations is different. So in order to promote the backstory of my character, I did add some horse trophies in there. Maybe your sim is very good at riding horses, then that everything there is then explained. With the main bedroom, I did change some stuff up a bit. I was planning on having both spaces have doors, but I changed the walk-in closet's entrance way to just an arch, have it an open walk-in closet. I just think that was a better choice for a farmhouse. And the bathroom, this bathroom was slightly different. It was a bit more on the darker side, especially if you could look at the floors. The other bathrooms at the bottom floor was quite cold in tones, where this one is a bit more warm in tones. So I went with that instead, to fit with the room, as well as to fit with the parents. Maybe they just want to bring that bright colors in, that warm colors, to feel a bit more cozy and warm. So I went with that. It was quite not difficult, but it was a challenge for me to decide where the bed goes. So I ended up going adding the bed here. I just think that's a good choice, but also for the feng shui of the room, it's not the best of choices, because the door aims directly at it, but that's the best I can. That's the best place I could find for it, with the wall at the back being so open. I also struggled filling up the space as well, the wall, even though I chose the empty wall. It was somewhat a challenge, but mainly because of the bed, the way the bed looks. But I so wanted to keep that fabric patterns and designs on that the bed has. So I struggled through the through the design process, but that it ended up working so well, the colors for me. So I am very glad. I'm very happy about that. I also added an ornament at the front of the bed. Some houses do have it, some main bedrooms do have it. Not where I live, but yes. So with this area, I did add a TV in again. That no, not the same TV. I did add a TV in, and maybe the parents want to just lay in bed or watch a TV. It is, I don't think it's, I have never tried it, I've also never seen it, but I don't think your Sims can actually watch TV from in the bed. So that's why I added the ottoman in as well, so they can actually sit there and watch TV. And now, again, I also added a plant in, as well as a standing light. I just thought adding some height in and a bit more color direction in would be a great option. And that wall was also, I wanted to add a bookshelf in there, but because the door was so close to that wall, it was going to be very hard to find bookshelf that will fit, so I ended up leaving just adding a painting in there and leaving the bookshelf. Yes, that's actually, yeah. And the curtain was also a challenge on its own. I did not want to add too much of a pattern, but I also did not want to add a plain design, so I ended up just going with that curtains. I also added the robes, the bathroom robes in on that wall, just because it is that bathroom is dedicated to the parents of the house, so it does make sense. This walk-in closet was actually quite fun. It was challenging at first, but it was quite fun. I ended up working with the Dream Home Decorators kit, I think. Not fully sure, but I do think I used Dream Home Decorators. It was just the best choice, as well as the color combo was working so well. Just high contrast, but also not out of place. I did also add a carpet from Dream Home Decorators that worked with it, not against the design of the cabinet, the closet. And I also really loved the open closet concept where your hanging clothes could be seen. And I also, instead of adding a wall-mounted mirror, I did add a stand mirror in. I just felt it also rounds off the room a bit, and it makes it feel like it's a bit more used, as well as added a plant and a jewelry stand there for your son to use. For the bathroom, I actually decided to go a bit more modern in a sense, with that lovely bathtub, curved bathtub with that wooden stands. It just felt a bit more like your bathroom has been renovated. Who does not like a renovated bathroom? So I went with that. I still kept some of the elements very farm rustic like, to not stray away from the design. But this bathroom is one of the more expensive sides of is more on the expensive side, especially because of that mirror. But it is still a very simple design and is quite easy to work with. So this is basically the build finished. The house, finally the house is finished after so long. The house did end up looking really great, so I actually moved onto the outside now of the house. I love that barbecue, that grill there, so I kept that grill there. Just make sure if you have electrical components in your sim slot, make sure it's under a roof. I made the mistake a previous build to have everything outside of the roof, and then everything just broke non-stop. So make sure your stuff is under roof or inside. With the pool, I actually added some I think it's called Lazy Susans, I'm not sure, but these just chairs, like tanning chairs, I don't know what it's called, but you can see it there for your, let's say the teenager or the mother or someone just wants to relax in the sun, grab a tan or something. There's the perfect place for that. With the space there at the right, it was quite hard filling up that space, as I did not really know what to add. But also overall the rest of the exterior decorations, I didn't want to go all out on this. Even though I went really all out in the house, on the inside of the house, I didn't want to do the same of the outside. It is already very covered, decorated with all the plants, so I did not want to go too crazy then. Here I also added just a pool thingy, pool steps. Yes, I think it's a pool steps. And this is some, I also wanted to add a bit more texture at the bottom of the pool. It did felt very boring, so I went with a bit of a texture, and I used the trim, the pool trim. I don't know what no, it's not pool trim, but I used it's like a floor decal for your pool. So I used that to just add a bit more texture in, and made the pool feel a bit more tiled out, and I think it worked quite nice until I added this thing in, which I soon removed, as you can see. Here I just added some chairs. Maybe at the bar people are a bit crazy and they want to just grab a fresh air at the outside. That works. Here I just added some tiny seating area to, let's say, sit at front or wait, or just have a chat with a fellow simmer, or a fellow sim, like your two sims can chat. That will work. This area was also quite difficult to work with, as there was not a lot of options anymore left for me to add. So I ended up settling. I did try to add a lot of decoration items, check through it, but I ended up settling with just the basic activity item. Like you would see now, that did not work because of the wall. That side white was too bright. So I ended up settling with an activity table, which is the woodworking bench, which is never something to complain about. So this is the build. I think it was really nice. It was quite a challenge, an adventure to work with, but it did pay off really well. I loved doing this build. It was so nice. It was so fun. It felt I felt my creative juices flowing, and it was really worth it. So as you can see, there's the barn, the house, the winery and the bar, as well as there at the back the greenhouse and the jewelry shed and the chicken coop. This was really fun. I love doing this build. I would definitely try to do something again like this, this big, probably not now, but maybe later on in the year. But it was very fun doing this build because it was so big. The creativity was to the max. Like the abilities I could do was so much. It was just amazing. So this is a very fun build, and to have you guys watch along, it also felt very joyful and part of the thing, part of the build. So thank you very much. I will see you guys in another build soon. Thank you.